Over the last couple of days, I did a lot of live streaming on this subject on Facebook because I was learning about it for the first time. I was figuring it out for the first time. So I have not done this on YouTube yet. I haven't really talked about this on YouTube. I mean, I could potentially download all the videos and just load them up, but I think it's easier just to do a summary. I'm in a lot of pain today. We've got another coastal eddy. I have like fire riding up my leg right now. I have deep bone pain in my knee, in my joint. It's really freaking painful. So I discovered, I had a conversation. I was supposed to have lunch with a fellow team lead on Sunday. This is what happened. I was supposed to have lunch, and I just got a bad vibe about it. And I was like, you know what? I am not feeling great anyway. I'm going to cancel out on this and like try and get a rain check. And we had a conversation where I realized that she's been bullshitting me like the whole fucking time. Um, so um, there are several people from the campaign that are getting offers to walk this specific petition for mobility. It's like bike lanes in LA. And they're getting the hookup from Francis, right? So many loud drunks in my neighborhood. All right, so they're getting the hookup from Francis. So some people are getting offered like new assignments now that this particular LA campaign is done because the primary is over. So I just casually mentioned, oh yeah, I remember when we started walking that petition, it was only given to um, a few people who Francis had selected because he was testing them out for that trainer program. God damn, my leg hurts so much, you guys. He was testing them out for that trainer program. And, just a few people, there was like maybe a dozen people that got selected to walk that particular petition. We had to give them special clipboards. She said no. The entire Canvas operation walked that petition in February. That's not fucking true. And I have at least 4 witnesses right now that can say that that's not true. Uh, I was so shocked that she would just lie to me, like right on the spot like that. I have 4 people that that I called immediately afterwards who verified my information is accurate. And now I'm like thinking back on everything, every conversation I've ever had with her because in my follow up conversations, I also learned that she's telling people that I'm faking my injury, that I'm like milking my injury, that it's not really as severe as I'm saying it is. She's also been giving me like medical recommendations and shit. She and the field director have both been trying to tell me what I can and cannot do medically, despite the fact that I actually get doctor's recommendations, right? So they have actually been harming people on the campaign, not only physically like that, where they're trying to go against actual doctors' recommendations and think that they know better, right? Well, we can figure out a solution for you to do more. You don't have to rest as much as your doctor says, right? Um, this is really depressing because I was super tight with her. I used to talk to her every night on the phone. It's so fucking depressing that this happened. Okay, so not only was she coming after me, she came after 2 other team leads that I'm aware of. She came after a team lead that got promoted up under her because he has like a relative in the union, and so he already had like a connection, and he was being treated, with some sort of priority, right? So she had some jealousy around him, and she was complaining about him a lot and trying to make a big deal about like the way he was behaving. And she also came after my original co-lead. My knee fucking hurts. She came after my original co-lead, who is I've known for years. Um, and she was egging me on to make complaints too. Um, so she's out there telling people I'm faking my injury. I was severely harassed by one of my MAGA neighbors last week. My um, I had to go to like a physical therapy appointment, and this woman was laying in wait to block my path to my car. Um, and say some really vulgar things to me, and get in my face. She like aggressively got in my face and challenged me to a duel, basically, like a fist fight, while I'm trying to walk to my car that's in the handicap spot. So I've got people harassing me at my house. I also have people trying to prevent me from being able to be gainfully employed and trying to make sure that I can be like re injured on the job because they're trying to make it out like I'm lying about like how injured I am. So therefore, you can assign me work duties that are far more strenuous than I can actually handle. But I also have observed that she has done this type of gossip against other people on the campaign. She's been trying to hurt people for a long time, and I think the most serious offense is the guy that she was telling everybody is a sexual offender. And we don't know one way or the other if that's actually true. I can't say. I don't know. But she certainly put it out there. She warned me the minute he started reporting to me that I needed to be careful that he was going to make a pass at me. She warned me. He was never anything but respectful to me the entire time I worked with him. I worked with the dude several times in Laguna, in Glendale, and LA. I walked with the dude several times. He was never disrespectful with me. I don't know where that accusation comes from, but it does, like they both have such differing stories. I don't know what's going on there. And she's been talking trash about several people on the campaign, so it's hard to believe her information at this point. Especially if she's out there telling people I'm faking my fucking injury. I'm in so much fucking pain. I'm in so much pain right now. Why would you do that? I'm in so much pain right now. She told me, don't tell people that you've been prescribed acupuncture because that's going to conflict with the idea that you have nerve damage. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? Like, I don't, like, I'm not a doctor. I'm following my doctor's fucking advice. If I have a neurology appointment in July and I'm also being prescribed acupuncture, how am I supposed to be like, well, that's not supposed to work together? I don't know if that works together or not. And you're not a fucking doctor either, bitch. Oh my god. She literally told me that when I was on the phone with her. Don't tell people that you've been prescribed acupuncture. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god. She was giving me all kinds of information about people I shouldn't have had. And how did she get it? How did she get all that information? How'd you get all that fucking information? Which one of you was leaking to her? Uh, I should have not known why Jonah had to take a weekend off. I shouldn't have known this. But she told me. And so then I felt compelled to offer him condolences. Because, like, if he finds out that I know about it, then I'm an asshole if I haven't said, oh my God, I'm so sorry this happened to you. It was none of my fucking business, and you shouldn't have told me. He didn't tell me. If he didn't want to tell me, you shouldn't have fucking told me. I'm in so much fucking pain. Like, this dog bite has not healed, and it's because of the modification duties. Like, they literally sent me on strenuous walk assignments, gave me assignments like digging dozens and dozens of petitions out of boxes, 13-hour day, go back down to Laguna to the cliffs and fucking walk the cliffs. By the way, learn PDI within less than 24 hours and figure out how to cut turf for a bunch of people who are getting side instructions and acting insubordinately to you, and take a 2-hour lunch. My leg hurts a lot. My leg hurts a lot. I'm in a lot of pain. But also, my physical therapist and my doctor have both said you need to not be stationary the entire time, which is why that modification duty of phone banking did not work for me. You can't be stationary the whole time because your joint is going to freeze up. So now they're like, "Oh, well, she's going out and doing karaoke." Like, I once a week I go out and do karaoke, which is mostly sitting, and then I get up for a couple of minutes and sing a song, right? They're trying to spin that into a, well, clearly she's far more functional than she's saying. Like, you can literally see me limping and hobbling in all of these videos. They're like, oh no. I'm in so much fucking pain. I'm waiting for a new prescription. I've been given a new prescription because the painkiller that the Kaiser doctor gave me is it's not doing shit. It's not doing shit. I dropped some edibles yesterday and I was like so out of it. I had to like just like sleep for the whole fucking day because I'm like, oh my God, Coastal Eddie, I'm in so much fucking pain right now. So I dropped some edibles and I just like fell asleep. I was like done. My leg really fucking hurts. I'm not gonna be healed for months. This is gonna take a long time to recover from. And I think that's mostly because of the modification assignments. The new doctor that I talked to told me straight up, he's like, I said, is this normal? Because it's like a dog bite. Is it normal that it takes this long to heal from something? And he's like, no, this is not normal at all. I'm in a lot of fucking pain. And girlfriends out there talking trash about all of us, not just me. She's talking trash about all of us. That's amazing that she really thought she was going to get away with that. I was on the phone with her and she totally lied about that mobility petition. Maybe she just didn't remember. Maybe she didn't remember. But I don't think so because she was trying to make up excuses for how Francis was selecting people to be a part of the trainer program. And that wasn't even a part of the conversation. I'm like, that I am not even fucking talking about like how people were selected for that trainer program. I was talking about the specifically that work assignment. Wow. And then over the next 2 days, she not only blew up my phone, she tried to call me several times, she texted me. She also tried to blow up the phone of the guy that she was accusing of being a sexual harasser. She's been in touch with him the entire time, despite the fact that she's been disparaging him for months, several months. And like we all bought into her info, we believed her, and she stayed in contact with him and she blew up his phone yesterday. He reported to me. I talked to him and I'm like, dude, oh my God. Like she's literally been trashing you. And he was gonna like write a long a long response to her, and I'm like, dude, say as little as possible because she's gonna turn it over to her attorney. I can't like she's coming for people. She's coming for people. Say as little as possible. I will be a witness for him. I saw it go down.